What's up guys, Lon here from Android Authority, and I'm coming to you live from CES 2016, and we're checking out the Huawei Mate 8. This is Huawei's latest flagship in the Mate lineup, and just like previous Mate devices, it is rocking an all metal build and has a curved back that sits pretty nicely in the hand. On the front of the phone is a 6-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080, so it's a pretty large phone, which makes this phone pretty big as well, but Huawei has done a really great job of keeping the bezel small so that it doesn't feel like a gargantuan smartphone, and the screen actually looks really good despite being 1080p. The Mate 8 is the first smartphone to run on Huawei's own Kirin 950 processor, which has 4 Cortex-A72 cores and 4 Cortex-A53 cores in a big little arrangement. Like the Mate S, there are several different versions of this phone, with a single SIM option offering 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage, while the dual SIM version comes with either 3GB of RAM or 4GB of RAM and a 64GB option. On the back, the Mate 8 has a 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture, optical image stabilization, 4K video recording, and a dual tone LED flash. On the front of the phone is an 8 megapixel selfie camera, and it comes with Huawei's beauty level modes and 1080p full HD video recording. Below the camera is a built-in fingerprint sensor, and Huawei has been doing a killer job with fingerprint sensors lately, and the Mate 8 is no exception. It's extremely fast and unlocks pretty much instantaneously the moment your finger touches the sensor. The sensor can also be used as the shutter button to take selfies, which is actually a lot more convenient and comfortable than using the on-screen shutter button. The Mate 8 runs on Huawei's new Emotion UI version 4.0, which runs on top of Android Marshmallow, and is very similar to previous versions of Emotion UI. Like previous handsets, Huawei has added a range of software features like Knuckle Sense for cropping images with your knuckles, or opening up specific applications. Split-screen multitasking is also available now via a long press of the recent apps key, and it works similarly to what we've seen on other smartphones, and it's pretty easy to use on the Mate 8's large display. The whole package is powered by a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which Huawei says will last 1.5 days for heavy users and over 2.5 days for average users. For the times when it's running low, Huawei says the rapid charging technology will give you a whole day's worth of usage with just 30 minutes of charging. The Mate 8 is launching globally in the coming weeks, but Huawei hasn't confirmed exactly which countries will get the handset and how much it'll cost. But that's pretty much going to do it for this quick hands-on look of the Huawei Mate 8. It is definitely shaping up to be a pretty solid smartphone for Huawei, so keep it tuned here to Android Authority for more, because we are your source for all things Android and CES 2016.